Admiral Chen Wei stood on the command deck of the Retribution, watching the hegemony blockade ships scatter like startled insects before humanity's Black Fleet. 50 years had passed since the galactic trade hegemony had declared Earth a quarantined world, trapping humanity within their own solar system with an impenetrable wall of interdiction satellites and patrol cruisers. 50 years of isolation. 50 years of being told they were too primitive, too violent, too unpredictable for galactic society. 50 years of watching other species trade freely among the stars while humans were caged like dangerous animals. The hegemony had made one critical mistake. They had underestimated what humans could accomplish when properly motivated. "Sir," reported Lieutenant Torres from the tactical station, "the outer perimeter is clear. All hegemony vessels are in full retreat toward the hyperspace beacon." Chen nodded, his weathered face betraying no emotion. The Black Fleet, so named for their radar-absorbing hulls that made them nearly invisible against the cosmic void, had been humanity's secret project for 3 decades. While the galaxy assumed Earth remained technologically stagnant, human engineers had been reverse engineering every piece of alien technology they could acquire through smugglers and black market dealers. The results were devastating. "Status report on the Prometheus Protocol?" Chen asked. "All stealth frigates have successfully infiltrated hegemony space," came the reply from Commander Sarah Kim at the communications array. "Teams Alpha through Zulu are in position around key infrastructure targets across 47 star systems." Chen allowed himself a thin smile. The hegemony controlled over 300 star systems, but humans had identified the critical choke points, the manufacturing hubs, the hyperspace relay stations, the administrative centers that kept their vast empire functioning. While the aliens had grown complacent with their technological superiority, humans had studied them with the methodical patience of predators. The view screen flickered as an incoming transmission pierced through the jamming fields. The elongated, crystalline features of Hegemon Prime Zalthara materialized, her usually serene expression twisted with what humans had learned to recognize as alien fury. "Admiral Chen," she began, her voice carrying the harmonic undertones that marked her species. "This unprovoked aggression violates every principle of galactic law. Withdraw your forces immediately, or face the full might of the hegemony." Chen stepped forward, his hands clasped behind his back. "Hegemon Prime, for 50 years we requested dialogue. For 50 years we petitioned for trade rights, for basic recognition as a sapient species deserving of self-determination. Your response was to tighten the blockade. Your species is unstable," Zalthara replied, her crystalline skin shifting colors, a sign of agitation. "The psychological profiles clearly indicate—" "The psychological profiles," Chen interrupted, "were compiled by observers who never set foot on Earth, based on historical records of our conflicts. Tell me, Hegemon Prime, when was the last time your people faced extinction? When did you last fight for your very survival?" The alien leader's silence spoke volumes. "We tried peace," Chen continued. "We offered cooperation, trade, cultural exchange. You imprisoned us in our own system and told the galaxy we were too dangerous to exist among civilized species. But you forgot something crucial about dangerous species. We adapt." Behind him, the tactical display showed the true scope of Operation Breakout. The Black Fleet wasn't just breaking the blockade. They were systematically dismantling the hegemony's ability to maintain control over their outer territories. Stealth ships had already begun disabling hyperspace beacons, stranding hegemony fleets between systems. Manufacturing facilities that produced the interdiction satellites were going dark one by one. "Your manufacturing capacity will be reduced by 60% within the next 6 hours, Chen informed her. "Your military coordination networks are already compromised. The trade routes that supply your core worlds with essential resources will be severed by tomorrow." Zalthara's skin had shifted to a deep purple, terror, in her species' color language. "You're destroying centuries of galactic stability." "We're ending an empire built on the suppression of younger species," Chen corrected. "The galaxy will survive without the hegemony's guidance." The transmission crackled as emergency alerts began flooding the hegemony channels. Reports of disabled infrastructure, severed communications, and missing patrol fleets painted a picture of systematic collapse. "What do you want?" Zelthara finally asked. Chen's expression hardened. Recognition, reparations, and most importantly, a new galactic order where species earn their place through merit, not through the accident of being first to space. The view screen showed the hyperspace beacon at the edge of the solar system, the focal point of the blockade that had trapped humanity for half a century. On Chen's signal, the dreadnought Vengeance fired a single precise shot. The beacon exploded in a brilliant flash, its destruction broadcasting across hyperspace to every corner of the galaxy. The age of human isolation was over. "You have 48 hours to begin withdrawing all hegemony forces from human space," Chen declared. "After that, we start taking prisoners instead of just disabling your ships." As the transmission ended, Lieutenant Torres looked up from her station. "Sir, we're receiving surrender requests from 17 hegemony commanders across 7 systems." Chen nodded. The Black Fleet had been designed not just to break the blockade, but to demonstrate that humanity had evolved beyond the violent primitives the galaxy feared. Every target had been chosen to minimize casualties while maximizing strategic impact. Every disabled ship had been left with functioning life support and communications. They were proving they could be more merciful than their captors. "Open a channel to Earth," Chen ordered. "Tell them the sky is no longer the limit." As the first human ships prepared for humanity's long-awaited journey to the stars, the galaxy watched in awe and terror. The species they had caged to protect themselves had become something far more dangerous than primitive warriors. They had become strategists, and the universe would never be the same.